Today we will study about the food wastage. So first of all, what is food? Food is edible or portable substance, usually animal and plant origin, consisting of nourishing and nutritive compounds such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, essential minerals and vitamins, which sustains life, generates energy and provides growth, maintenance and health of the body. So the food is a edible or portable substance consisting of nourishing and nutritive compounds. These compounds are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, essential minerals and vitamins, which generates energy, and that energy provides growth, maintenance and health of the body. So the food sources, most food has its origin in plants. Some food is obtained directly from the plants. These foods are cereal grains, corn, wheat, and rice. So the definition of disposal of waste, according to the business dictionary, proper disposition of a discarded and discharged material in accordance with local environmental guidelines or laws. Second definition of waste management is: waste management is the collection, transport, processing, recycling and disposal and monitoring of the waste material. So food wastage is divided into food lost or food waste. Food waste means food that is not eaten, and food lost is the food that is lost in food supply chain. This food loss means it does not reach to the consumer. So the food lost is further divided into agriculture production and harvest, or food lost during the process of processing. Then food wastage mainly occurs during distribution and retail, in restaurants and catering and domestic consumption. So we will study turn by turn. First is agriculture production and harvest. Agriculture production and harvest. In most developing countries, the bulk of the food is lost due to poor storage. The exact amount of food lost is not known, as most food production is done on a subsistence basis. Means in developing country, bulk of the food is lost due to poor storage, and how much food is lost is the exact amount of food loss is not known. Second is in developed countries like the USA, on the other hand, lost a lot of food due to the use of machines in harvesting. In developed countries, machines are used in the harvesting process, so machines are also responsible for the loss of food. Third cause is several weather has also been a leading cause of crop failure and destruction, especially in the polar region. Fourth is the European Union strict quality regulations on quality and appearance make farmer to harvest selectively and hence leave a lot of crop which do not meet the standard in the field. Means this European Union set some of the quality regulation on the basis of quality and appearance that forced farmer to harvest selectively or particular and hence leave a lot of crop which do not meet standard in the field. So the second cause of food loss is the processing. During storage, pests and microbes contribute to a large extent to the loss of food, mainly in countries experiencing high temperature and humid conditions which are favorable for reproduction of the pest. So weather extremes are also responsible for food loss during process, which directly affect the quality of the food. Fourth cause is the food safety regulation state that all foodstuffs that do not meet quality standards should not be available to the market. Means food safety regulation have set had set some of the parameters. So जो फूड प्रोडक्ट को वो क्वालिटी स्टैंडर्ड्स को अचीव करना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज दैट फूड डज नॉट अवेलेबल और डू नॉट शुड नॉट बी अवेलेबल टू द मार्केट. So second, so the first type of food waste is the distribution and the retail. The retail stage also see a sizable amount of food loss, especially due to the expiry of the foodstuffs. In retail, the major loss of food or wastage of food occur due to overstocking or expiry dates or selective consumers. Selective consumers means if we generate एक ही प्रोडक्ट की अगर हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वैरायटीज़ जो वो जनरेट कर देंगे, बट सम ऑफ द कंज्यूमर है कि वो फाउंड है कि वो यही वाला प्रोडक्ट परचेज़ करेंगे, ये वाले प्रोडक्ट परचेज करेंगे, तो ये वेस्ट हो जाएगा प्रोडक्ट. सेकेंड इज़ द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में ट्रिमिंग, स्पॉइल्ड एंड डैमेज प्रोडक्ट एंड ओवर प्रोडक्शन. मीन्स जितना रिक्वायर्ड है उससे ज़्यादा जब फार्मर फूड को प्रोड्यूस करता है तो वो जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट ऑफ फूड है या क्रॉप है वो वेस्टेज में चला जाता है. सेकेंड, इन केस ऑफ रेस्टोरेंट एंड केटरिंग एंड डोमेस्टिक कंजप्शन, इन दोनों केसेस में वेस्टेज सेम होगी. कैसे? फर्स्ट इज़ ओवर परचेजिंग ऑफ द फूड, देन पुअर कुकिंग इंक्लूडिंग बर्निंग ऑफ द फूड इज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर फूड वेस्टेज, इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर फूड वेस्टेज. ठीक है. एंड अनदर इज द लिविंग food on dishes. Fourth is decay food after preparing due to poor storage are the leading cause of food losses. So in case of रेस्टोरेंट एंड केटरिंग और डोमेस्टिक कंजप्शन के केसेस में वेस्टेज कैसे होगी? फर्स्ट इज़ ओवर परचेजिंग ऑफ फूड, सेकेंड इज़ पुअर कुकिंग इंक्लूडिंग बर्निंग ऑफ द फूड, थर्ड इज़ लिविंग फूड ऑन डिशेस, fourth is decaying food after preparing due to poor storage are the leading cause of the food loss. So some of the highlights कि हमें फूड क्यों नहीं वेस्ट करना चाहिए. फर्स्ट इज़ some 795 million people in the world do not have enough food to lead a healthy active life. That's about 1 in 9 people on the earth. मतलब एक people from 9 में से एक people के पास do not have enough food to lead a healthy active life. So second is the vast majority of the world's hungry population live in developing countries where 12.9% of the population is undernourished. Means 12.9% population जो है developing country की undernourished है. Then poor nutrition causes nearly half, means 45% deaths in the children under 5. मीन्स अंडर 5 जो है वो 3.1 मिलियन चिल्ड्रन ईच ईयर की उनकी डेथ होती है ड्यू टू पुअर न्यूट्रिशन. फोर्थ इज़ 1 कट ऑफ 6 चिल्ड्रन रफली 100 मिलियंस इन डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज इज़ अंडर वेट. नेक्स्ट इज़ 1 in 4 ऑफ द वर्ल्ड चिल्ड्रन आर स्टंट, मतलब प्रॉपर उनकी ग्रोथ नहीं होती है. In developing countries, the proportion can rise to 1 in 3. This portion can rise to 1 in 1. तीन में से एक बच्चा जो है उसकी स्टंट ग्रोथ होगी. 9.66 मिलियन प्राइमरी स्कूल एज चिल्ड्रन अटेंड क्लासेस हंगरी अक्रॉस द डेवलपिंग वर्ल्ड विद 23 मिलियन इन द अफ्रीका अलोन. अफ्रीका में ही 23 मिलियन पीपल जो है वो क्लासेस अटेंड करते हैं हंगरी अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड. Then the causes of food wastage. First is lack of communication and cooperation between farmers. Means one farmer जो उसको पता है कि wheat crop है उसमें रस्ट की प्रॉब्लम आई है तो उस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे ओवरकम कर सकते हैं. अगर ये फार्मर नेक्स्ट फार्मर से ये डिस्कस नहीं करेगा कि रस्ट की प्रॉब्लम को कैसे ओवरकम कर सकते हैं और इस फार्मर को कोई भी आइडिया नहीं है कि इस प्रॉब्लम से कैसे डिस्कस रिकवर कर सकते हैं, तो इस फार्मर की जो क्रॉप होगी वो रस्ट से इफेक्टेड होगी, वो डायरेक्टली क्या है इसका सारे क्रॉप का लॉस हो जाएगा. सेकेंड इज़ प्री मेच्योर हार्वेस्टिंग. मीन्स जो वीट प्लांट है उस वीट प्लांट की अगर मेच्योरिटी नहीं हुई है, उसमें मिल्की ग्रेन्स हैं, अगर हम उसी टाइम पे क्रॉप की हार्वेस्टिंग कर लेंगे दैट इज़ ऑल्सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर क्रॉप लॉस. Then third is retail, which is due to expiry dates. Then consumption means due to the burning of the food and many more factors. Then excess production is also a cause of food wastage. सो फूड रिकवरी हायरार्की, हम कैसे कैसे फूड को रिकवर कर सकते हैं. मेनली मोस्ट प्रेफर्ड टू लीस्ट प्रेफर्ड. वी विल मूव फ्रॉम मोस्ट प्रेफर्ड टू लीस्ट प्रेफर्ड. मोस्ट प्रेफर्स मतलब सोर्स रिडक्शंस, रिड्यूस द वॉल्यूम ऑफ सरप्लस फूड जनरेटेड. मीन्स एक पर्टिकुलर क्वांटिटी ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट है, बट उससे ज़्यादा जो बन जाता है फूड, दैट इज़ फूड इज़ नोन एज द सरप्लस फूड. So this food can be feed to hungry people, donate extra food to food banks, shop kitchens and shelters. Then feed animals. Divert food scraps to the field animals. In Himachal Pradesh or maybe in various states, what people do कि रात का जो खाना है और जो wasted food, they store that food over directly cow को या किसी भी animal को आगे feed कर देते हैं, डायरेक्टली उनको दे देते हैं. Then industrial uses means provide waste oils for rendering and fuel conversion and food scrap for digestion to recover energy. Then next is compositing is an example, means create a nutritive niche soil amendment, and least preferred is landfill and incineration, for last resort to disposal of the waste food. Okay, then consequences of food wastage. First is emission of greenhouse gases. Second is wastage of resources. Third is emission of toxic gases when wasted food is buried in landfill. And next is unnecessary expenditures of fresh food. And last one is the loss of soil fertility is the consequences of food wastage. Then causes and prevention of food loss and food waste. First is poor storage facilities, packaging and lack of infrastructure causes post harvest food losses in developing countries, and it can be prevented by investment in infrastructure, packaging and transportation. Next is unsafe food is not fit for human consumption and therefore is wasted. Prevention is develop knowledge and capacity of food chain operator to apply safe food handling practices. Next is lack of processing facilities causes high food loss in developing countries. This can be prevented by improved investment climate for agro industry and developing contract farming linkages between processors and farmers. Next is large quantity on display and a wide range of a product in a supply leads to food wastage in industrialized countries. Means सेम एग्जांपल, एक प्रोडक्ट की हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट एक चीज़ से, जैसे ग्रीन से हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट जो वो जनरेट कर देते हैं. कंज्यूमर की सिर्फ ये रिक्वायरमेंट है और इनकी कोई मार्केट वैल्यू ही नहीं है, कमर्शलाइज नहीं हुए ये प्रोडक्ट, तो ये वाले प्रोडक्ट जो वो वेस्ट हो जाएंगे. सो दिस प्रॉब्लम कैन बी overcome by marketing cooperatives and improve market facilities. Next cause and prevention of food loss and food waste is last is the small and medium scale food industry in developing countries has no access to good quality packaging material and technology. This can be prevented by pre-packaging and contract packaging, use of reconditioned second hand packaging machineries. Means we can use second hand packaging machinery can also be used to overcome this problem. So simple steps to stop food wastage is: first, store food correctly. Second is buy only what you eat, share extra food and eat what you buy. जो तुमने खरीदा है वो उसको खाओ, उतना ही खरीदो जितना खाना है. We can also use technology to reduce wastage. In food waste into plant food, Nolong Hospital in Hong Kong 2016, hospital food waste around 400 से 500 kg per day, mostly rice, vegetable and fruit peels. They have added this wasted into the fermenter, and fermentation process was performed with the help of enzymes for about 24 hours, and this wasted material is converted into clear transparent liquid fertilizer, which was further used to increase the fertility of the soil. Benefit of this technology is it is a 20% decreased requirement of fertilizer, more than 90% of waste is handled, and last is proven health and benefits for plant. Food waste as a next technology to utilize waste food is food waste as fuel for biogas plant. in hostel mess, food waste feed for biogas plant, and from that food waste biogas was generated, and hostel mess, that biogas was used in hostel mess for further cooking. The National Institute of Technology, Tricky, will set up a biogas plant, name is this, to produce biogas out of food waste in collaboration with Baba Atomic Research Center, Mumbai. So there are various apps which was used or mainly used nowadays to reduce food wastage and help feed the hungry people. Is first is 0% in Chicago, then Food Cowboy in USA, then Pair Up in New York, and Waste No Food in California, and No Food Wastage in New Delhi. So before हम food wastage से पहले we have to consider some of the points. First point जो हमें consider करना चाहिए before wastage, to grow crops, farmer has to plug his field. Second is from time to time sprinkle of fertilizers and pesticides. Third is crop harvesting. And then storage. ठीक है, थिंक बिफोर यू थ्रो, फूड को फेंकने से पहले यू हैव टू थिंक दैट कि फार्मर ने प्लग किया होगा पूरी फील्ड को टू ग्रो दिस फील्ड, टू ग्रो दिस क्रॉप, देन फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम ही हैज स्प्रिंकल द फर्टिलाइजर एंड द पेस्टिसाइड्स इनटू हिज क्रॉप. देन क्रॉप हार्वेस्टिंग, जब क्रॉप हार्वेस्ट किया होगा हाउ मच लेबर एंड टाइम वॉज नीडेड, फिर स्टोरेज के लिए कितना टाइम, उसने क्या क्या फैसिलिटीज़ यूज़ की होंगी, इन सब चीज़ों को कंसीडर करना चाहिए बिफोर हम उसको फूड को थ्रो कर रहे हैं. थैंक यू.